82 millimeter mortar round lands 20 yards from me, and it landed in the trailer between the FDC guys, right in between the two of them right there. That mortar round landed right there in between them. We were on a 3-day mission with a conventional unit. This team that I was, it wasn't my team, it was all guys that I knew, but they were short a 2 IC, and they needed me to come with them on this 3-day op. And it was in, they called it the Triangle of Death, Mahmoudiya, Yusufia, just south of Baghdad. It was the southern foreign fighter pipeline. And at that time, we had just lost a guy, the trip before. They shot down 3 or 4 helicopters. I mean, it was on. So we wanted to clean up that area. It's full of foreign fighters, and so it was good. And this battalion, so it was a battalion operation, and we were just there to augment and assist. And we had our sniper team, and I was a 2 IC, had a team leader, and 2 other dudes. So 4 of us, and so with this conventional unit doing battalion ops, I mean, it was textbook, like companies out, mortars in the back, fire support, blocking positions, it was like textbook. It was kind of epic in this shitty area. But it was also a kind of a setup, like they knew that we were coming, and those were real fighters, that are there. That's where they had, it's the old Russian power plant where they had mangled the 101st guys that got, that they mangled them all up. Remember, they captured them, and that was that same area.
Okay.
Same bridges, same places where they found them. So we were in that area, and we're helping them out with fires and all the different stuff. But we also got a sniper, duties that we're doing. Well, man, we're taking like easy 20 rounds, probably more, but minimal, like 20 rounds of mortar fire within a 100-meter radius of the position that we're at. That was a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's damn near dial. They're just walking it, adjusting fire on each one, and it's along along the river. So it's all that single canopy jungle, where they're firing the mortars from. So you can't. Companies are going out looking for them and that kind of stuff. So we're sitting there eating all these rounds, and in this area that we're at is our sniper position, and then you got the rest of the battalion is out doing ops. Headquarters is in an area, but the mortars are near our position. So you've got the mortar tubes are there, and the mortar gun teams, and in this little trailer. There's a pre-existing structure that was there, but it's literally a single-wide trailer that's there. The FDC guys, mobile ballistic computers, you know what I mean? The mortars, the mortar guys, they're in that trailer because they're running fire missions out of there. They're dropping, mortars for the teams that are out. And we're just doing that. So we eat all those rounds, and we go and talk to the command because they were friends of ours. The guys were like, "Hey, they're dialing that position in, man. Number one, we're not staying there. And number 2 is like, hey, let's. You don't have to have that position. Like, we can cover that bridge. You know what I mean? Back from over here." And they made the decision to keep guys there, and I don't fault them for it because it's conventional guys. A conventional mindset, kind of die in place positions. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just I understand it. I don't fault them for it at all. I'm BSing with a couple of the dudes, and we're all kitted up. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and and man, then 82 millimeter mortar round lands 20 yards from me, and it landed in the trailer between the FDC guys, right in between the two of them, right there. That mortar round landed right there in between them.
Damn.
So these 2 guys are hit. So it's super close. Got blown off my feet, broken wrist, knocked out for don't know how short or how long, but then come to. And then when I come to, there's nothing but, we ate the round, so it's just nothing but dirt and dust and smoke and fire. Because, you ever seen a single-wide trailer? Like, a single-wide trailer burned from end to end within about 7 minutes, you know what I mean? So that thing was already on fire, cooking. And but then I come to, and I look around, realize like what has happened. And then, man, the screams start. As far as the guys screaming, a sound that no one had ever prepared me for, and that I'd never heard anybody talk about. Now, I'd heard enemy screaming before, different, right, wrong, or indifferent. It's different to me. But it was Americans, men screaming and making sounds that grown men shouldn't make, And so it was like, all right, what? Overwhelmed, and something's wrong. Like, I knew it just got blown up, so I was like, okay, whatever. So there's a fire, and I know what had happened. Like, holy shit, it hit the guys. I knew there was 4 guys in that thing. So it's on fire. All their gear's in there. They're fully kitted out, combat loaded. So cook-offs are about to start. There's all kinds of, not primed. I can't think of the word. Live mortar rounds, 81s, sitting right there to be in the tube. They're prepped, ready to launch. You know what I mean? Fused up, ready to go. And so I'm pulling these guys out because there's back to not really any medics around. And we got 2 guys that are up on the gun. Me and another operator are down there working, and all the other guys are working in pockets of different dudes. And yeah, man. And it was, so just start working. I end up putting 4 tourniquets on, 3 different guys. They were bad, blown up, and I'm just, man, something's wrong. And so anyway, doing all of that stuff. But what had happened in that moment, when I'm going through it and all the emotions that are going through me and my mind, that has now received a traumatic brain injury, because I can trace my life up to September the 1st of 2006, what my life was like before that, and my life, what it's like been after that. So, but during that time, everyone that I knew had been blown up to some degree, and so I didn't think of nothing of it. But at that time, what happened too, that was my 3rd mass casualty event. And so I had something broken in my head. But also, man, my heart broke into 1,000,000 pieces. And then those 1,000,000 pieces broke into 1,000,000 pieces. Man, I was devastated. And the reason why I was devastated was because when we were around the conventional guys, especially, we were like big brother. You know what I mean? Hey, we're around, everybody feels better. Hey, man, we're oh, fuck, dudes are here. We're all right, and I loved that. That's who I want to be, But I had just a little bit of distorted thinking and misconception that, I could actually protect them. It's unrealistic expectation, but my job was to protect American soldiers, especially the ones that were around me. And so now for the 3rd time, I had failed to do that. So what does a protector do when he's failed to protect that which matters the most? Because deployed status, my loyalty chain is American soldiers, the number 1. And I can't protect them. I have failed in that mission. So it was devastating, man. And then everything and whatever else was going on inside of me, now with a broken decision maker, in the executive functioning of my brain. So it was the big heroes, of that day, man, was because then the whole time they were packaging the guys up, the dead guys packaged up. It's daylight still, man. Those birds aren't coming. This is the triangle of death. Yeah. They call it because the helicopters have been shot down. It's man, but I know we're just going through the motions to keep the morale up for as long as we can. You know what I mean? Because how it affects wounded soldiers. You know what I mean? Hey, you got it. Hang in there. And, man, and just sitting there. And then next thing you know, fuck. Yeah.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.